Good evening. I hope everybody's doing great. And I've just been going through the police reports because I've been wanting to kind of collect a little few things for the series of things that I'm doing right now, the rituals type stuff. And so I'm going through just collecting things, right? So I'm just gonna read some things that that are really concerning to me, right? I mean, there's a lot of right now. There's a lot of accidents, and they sound like they're on purpose. It's really so weird. But lots of cars blocking, lots of abandoned cars. I mean, more abandoned cars than normal, to tell you the truth. Noise complaints at Queen Road. This one's not on Queen, but this one right below it, right? Male has been yelling from this apartment for at least 15 minutes. And then, was it yesterday on this one? Not yesterday, but what day is this? Yeah, on the 12th or something like that. Or maybe it was the 14th. Queen Road again. Same 500 Queen Road. Like, whoever's in there is just raising havoc. Well, here's a welfare check on White Avenue. Law and EMS responded. Patient transported to Gritman. So that's going to go inside the video. Harassment at Jack's Diner. Now that Jack's Diner was said early on, or something about that somehow it was a coordinate or a tag or something in it, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, request to speak with officer about a threatening situation. So I'm wondering if maybe, it has to do with something like that, that maybe he had nothing to do with it, or they, or whoever that is. I don't even know who owns it. So domestic, female states, RP states that female have pushed him and would like to restraining order. Hey, that happens. Oh, and there's all sorts of trees falling over on things. Crazy. It's so far down, she's unable to drive past it. And then in the last one, some guy ran over a telephone pole and his car was high-centered. Another welfare check. Hasn't been able to get a hold of her son. Non-injury. So sideswiped. Everyone appears to be okay. But weird things like this, right? Sideswiped, or like just weird stuff. Dutch brothers reporting a minivan braked suddenly and her son had a fender bender with them. Suspicious person. 1100 block King Road. Reporting a YouTuber that was live streaming herself to go to the neighbor's home to question them regarding the murder case. This is Lana. This is Lana, you guys. Lana's in the Moscow police reports. But she never thought she'd be there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, she's part of Moscow now, you guys. Two vehicle. Okay, let's see. Abnormal behavior. Advised she is drinking and feeling suicidal. Moscow law and ambulance responded, and she was transported to Gritman. So, let's see. Harassment. Llewellyn states her sisters showed up, were constantly ringing her doorbell, now sitting in the alley. Would like them to be asked to leave. That's really weird. States her sisters. I mean, I wonder, is she referring to sorority sisters? I don't know. We're constantly ringing her doorbell, now sitting in the alley. I wonder if she's having hallucinations. Bizarre. Welfare check. Older female walking in the street, seems a bit confused. Animal problem. Outside dog's been barking for hours. I hate that. Utility problem. See, lots of telephone poles and stuff like that. So this is Nez Pierce. This is where the Sigma Chi home is. A big old, the frat house. I mean, they must have some terrible weather. I mean, there's terrible weather everywhere right now, but just another noise complaint. Okay. So there's that one. I'll go back and forth a few days here because I want to show you a few things. Well, this is the day before. So I just went back and just saw this. I'm just kind of going through it because there's so many abandoned vehicles and it's just nuts. So this is the Jack's Diner. So this was the day before. He just did that other one where he's being harassed. Had to let an employee go, and while she was leaving, she told the RP that he needed to watch his back. And so officer contacted, no report. So the next day, he actually called again and said he was being threatened. So she actually followed through with her threats. Wow, that's crazy. Chicks are brutal there. Um, more accidents, communication problem, Gritman. Open 911 from landline. Only heard some beeping. It's not normal for him to call like the Gritman hospital. It's usually the cop shop, so that's weird. Vehicle fire. I'm not going to just... welfare check. Oh, reporting his neighbor's garage doors open. That's weird. Especially if he's not, well, there's another suicidal person on Baker, so there's been a few of those. Niece is feeling suicidal. I wonder if that's the same one as that's been going on the last few days on there. Suspicious phone call. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a 12th, 13th. Did I do, was it the 13th last time, or was it the 14th? Let me see. Yeah, welfare check. Trying to find her friend's truck. Hasn't seen him since 9:30 p.m. Suspicious person reporting the apartment mailboxes appear to be all open, and appears that the package boxes may be pried open as well. People. Someone cut someone's brake line. Holy crap! That is so dangerous. That is nuts. More stray animals. Civil call regarding custodial. Indian Hills. Okay, so Ellie contacted regarding custodial questions. This person's been constantly calling about this stuff, and one of them, the calls I remember, was she went to pick her kids up and there was drugs on the table. I won't forget that one. That's weird. Drove over a pole and it was wedged under the vehicle. Road not blocked, mostly in his driveway. Oh man, I mean, there's poles and trees and more animals. Jeez, I hate that. Vehicles parked in the road, parked in handicap spots. Domestic on Queen again. Heard a male screaming at a female. It's usually the other way around, actually. Usually the female doing all the yelling. Pipe broke. She needs water turned off. More abandoned vehicles. Intoxicated person. So downtown. Reporting a male that appeared intoxicated stated he could barely walk, appearing to be stumbling inside. So this is basically what I think to get that hammered, you guys, to get that absolutely drunk off your butt that you can't even walk, that is a lot of alcohol. A lot. Or other drugs involved in it, which would have to be like a downer, or like the GHB, for instance. But to get that hammered, that is so much alcohol. It's crazy. There was a female that took his food cart earlier on. Oh man, states that it is his ex. Darn her. Dog running around. Civil call. Her ex is downtown. He keeps calling and harassing her. Parking problem on King and Queen. 2 vehicles parked on the side of the road and says no parking, making it hard to get through the gap. Yeah. Theft, Walmart. Okay. Let's see. Suicidal person, Gritman parking lot. Oh, wow. Male wanted to talk to officer feeling suicidal. So he's actually in the parking lot of Gritman. That's wild. Good. Doing donuts at Ford truck doing donuts. Jeez. Man, they're ruthless over there. Okay. Abandoned vehicle, Ridge Road. Utility problem. Said hot water is bubbling up out of the ground. Officer and water department responded. That's really weird. Either there's a hot spring there, maybe going through there, or could it be maybe a pipe from the steam plant coming through there? A tunnel? Had to put it out there. But that's weird. Hot water. Hot water wouldn't be bubbling up. That has to be like a hot spring or something. Wow, that would be interesting too. I mean, Idaho has a ton of hot springs, so that would be interesting to, have a natural hot spring underneath your house and kind of, I don't know, crack that thing open and take a bath. More disabled vehicles. A tire fell off on a Subaru. Traffic. Automated iPhone message. Repeated coordinates over and over. Unknown further. Officers fire and an ambulance responded. Phone owner contacted. No report. Weird. Non-injury. Slid through a stop sign. Yeah, it must be really bad conditions over there. Welfare check on this person's mother. This person calls all the time. The mother is on early onset dementia, and she's not answering her phone. This is not good. When they have stuff like that, they tend to be, it ends up, they turn like they're nocturnal. Like they'll end up turning, the day will be their night and the night will be their day. And they won't know any different. And they'll go out walking and they don't even realize it. And they're pretty soon they're just missing and you can't find them. And it's horrible. My grandma used to walk out. Used to do that before we had to put her in like a totally locked down facility. It was so sad. But there's no way we could have, taken care of her the way she was. But she would go out, and the place where she was at was not too far from it's called a highway, but it goes through a town, but it is like the main road. Like they were gonna build this, other road, freeway or whatever that went around, but they have never done that, and I think they didn't do it because they get the benefits from people going through town and buying stuff, that kind of thing. But it just makes it a nightmare through there at certain times. Well, my grandma used to get out and go up there with her walker, and she used to stand on the side of the road and wave. She thought it was a parade. She literally thought it was a parade. I was like, oh my God, Grandma. I went and saw the parade today, and they had to come and get me. And I'm just like, oh my God, Grandma. Oh, man. I mean, oh, shit. I mean, what to say, At least she had fun, I guess. So, citizen assist, requesting to speak to an officer about a domestic situation. Abandoned vehicle in Taylor. There have been 2 vehicles parked on the side of the street for weeks. How can they be there for weeks, you guys? Wow. Hit a tree in the parking lot of an Islamic center. Officer responded to report another traffic accident. Ran over property at this address while on a call at 325 North Main Street. Officer responded. State accident report taken. Ran over. That makes me feel kind of sick to my stomach. Hopefully, I don't know what kind of property it was, but requesting a welfare check on his daughter. Unconscious person, 1200 block of Indian Hills. Law, fire, and EMS responded. 1 transported, no report. Male on the other line, not making much sense when asked for the address. Just says yes. So 1 transported. So that means there's probably more than 1, because they don't usually say 1 transported. Plus male on other line, not making much sense when asked for the address. Just says yes. Wow. Well, shoot. Loud yelling and screaming. Doesn't sound like fighting. Doesn't sound like fighting. Going on for a couple hours. Doesn't sound like fighting. Going on for a couple hours. Yelling and screaming. That's that like hallucination type, fighting with yourself type thing, that is going on here all the time. So, suspicious person down Almond. Someone ringing doorbell and banging on door. Also sounded like they may have ripped down the RP's Christmas lights. Wow, man. Wow. Brutal. It's a partially utility problem. Thinks the water main is broken at this location. Large puddle and trail coming down the road. Damn, they have a lot of water problems through there. I'm just wondering if it's one of the steam plant pipes, because with that hot water, that wouldn't bubble. It might bubble the water, but you'd see steam come out of it too, right? I don't know. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna get this out there, and it's just a few of them. I've just been wanting to do some of them, and I went and was gathering, like I said, some information for another video, and I just thought, I'm just gonna read them. Anyway, all right, you guys, take care. Have a good evening. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you all. Bye.